Cars in Venezuela just became more trouble than it's worth for General Motors, at least for now. Beleaguered government seized GM's only assembly plant there and shut it down. GM is protesting, but has decided it's best to just get out and stay out. Our business editor Rob Maloney live now with the reaction. How major is the problem, I guess? Let's start there, Rod.
Well, Devin, it certainly isn't helpful, but it's not devastating to the company either. And there's a pretty good chance, knowing where the country is headed and where its economy is going, that it might have just accelerated a decision GM would have had to have made eventually. Venezuela's street unrest pitted government police against a starving and increasingly angry populace. The violence left 3 protesters dead this week, and the tensions continue to rise between Socialist President Nicolas Maduro and his impoverished nation. Auto Pacific analyst Dave Sullivan says GM wound up in the crosshairs.
Western companies or other companies that are in the Americas are being accused of aiding the opposition in Venezuela, even if they're really not.
GM's Venezolana SUV and truck plant opened there in the late 1940s, employs nearly 3,000 workers. GM put out this statement after the seizure of the plant and its vehicles, quote, "As a consequence, GMV announces the immediate cessation of its operations in the country and ensures, as far as the authorities permit, payment of the employees' separation benefits arising from the termination of the employment relationship due to causes beyond the parties' control." GMV strongly rejects the arbitrary measures taken by the authorities and will vigorously take all legal actions within and outside of Venezuela to defend its rights. As for what all of this means,
I think the company long term, the prospects are great. I think, they're really zeroing in with a laser-like focus on what makes money, and that's driving what their decisions are.
and so what he's saying there is that General Motors has been in a bit of a retrenchment mode. They got out of Russia. They sold off the Opel unit in Europe. They're getting out of things that have been costing money, where he says in years past they might have been more patient about waiting things out. He said they're not like that anymore, which he believes is a good sign. Back to you.
Well, Rod, have we got other automakers in the same boat there?
Well, Ford has a plant down there, but the plant is down because the market is bad, and so they haven't been building anything.
Yeah.
They do have other administrative functions there, but they're telling us they're all operating normally, but who knows where this is all headed.
Yeah. All right, Rod. Karen?